friends and fans, welcome back once again, Spanish Announce Table YouTube. It's myself, Wayne, here, and today we're going to have a look at unboxing another edition of WWE Kids Magazine. You may remember we did this once before. I thought it was pretty decent because there were a lot of good stuff inside. I wasn't expecting to see so much usable merchandise. Don't know what I was expecting. Thought maybe it was for younger kids, but actually there was a lot of stuff that we thought even we could use for the show, competition prizes, and even that the big kids, if you like, could get involved in. And there was a lot of really good content in the magazine itself as well, which again, not something I was expecting from the cover. So having a look at the cover here, this is the WrestleMania Magic Moments. Now, it's unclear as to whether or not, because this magazine was released on the 1st of April 2020. So it's unclear as to whether or not this features material from before the lockdown occurred, the stay-at-home order, and whether it goes into any of those SmackDowns and Raws initially that were being held without audiences. As well as that, it also says that there are 7 free gifts. It gives an idea of a few of them down here, but I won't spoil it for anyone. It talks about Slam Attack cards, which you remember we got last time. And on the back, which is quite cool, there's an idea of having some of the British connection here, and there's also winning some merchandise from the Firefly Funhouse. But right up here, it actually says that there is a mystery extra WWE gift that it hasn't even told us about on the front cover. So let's have a look. Let's get a scissors. Always ask an adult to help you. And let's get this open and see what's inside. As I say, we will definitely look to try and give away anything we don't use as a prize as part of the show when obviously the lockdown situation returns to, you know, normal, well, relative normality, and we're able to facilitate some giveaways. So we have some stuff from the last video. As I say, check that out. And if you want to see more of this stuff, let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, keep us updated with what's going on. Okay, so let's have a look. Now, the first thing that comes out of here is a WWE title. And I think you'd expect this to be fairly basic. And it looks as though it is, but it's actually quite decent. So it says how to wear your WWE title. There's actually instructions. It says wrap the strap around the belt and hook it onto your trousers. Remove the backing from the double-sided tape and secure the strap by sticking it together using the tape. Now, I know our Lucas is massively in to his title belts. I think he would really appreciate that. Is that an offer to give it to Lucas? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what he thinks. But that's an absolutely fantastic title belt, isn't it? And there's the little attachments. I don't really want to take that out of the bag and wear it just yet. I want to hold on to that and preserve it. It kind of reminds me of one of those aeroplanes that you used to get when I was a kid, and you'd put like the wings on to the plane and you'd fly it, the polystyrene ones. That's kind of the material that this is. That's what I can best relate it to. So that's a great gift to begin. I don't know whether that was the extra mystery gift, but we'll see. Okay. Oh my God. So this is ridiculous. This is a mask of a superstar. Oh, you've got to like that, right? That's kind of creepy as well when it connects with the eyes and they follow you around the room. So there you go, a mask of your favorite superstar. I totally think that we could have some fun with that, right? That's a competition prize again. Some good stuff. Or indeed we might use it as part of another YouTube video, who knows? I might use it as part of next week's show, to be honest. Right. What else is there? This is going good. There's only been 2 gifts. Okay. This seems fairly big. It's still coming from the same thing, don't worry. Okay. A ref's point counter. So that's interesting. Whether a referee would use it to, well, count points, but whether they would use it to count when somebody's outside the ring, whether they could use it in an Iron Man match to count the falls. I'm not really sure what you would use that for, but certainly you could, and it's a nice little piece of WWE merchandise there, so that's pretty cool. That's all right. Include that there. Let's see what else is next. Oh, I've taken out 2 items. Okay, so the first one is some stickers. So we got some of these in the last issue, and you can see there's quite a few, some decent ones. There's the Man, Becky Lynch. There's Roman Reigns, John Cena, Seth Rollins, of course. And that's it. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Becky Lynch. Oh, it is. It's not John Cena. You see, I thought that looked a bit like John. It's not. It's Roman Reigns. But there we go. Some stickers there. So for your lunchbox or whatever, for your phone, perhaps. That's pretty cool. I like that Becky Lynch sticker up in the top corner of her as the animated character. That's pretty decent. Okay. Obviously, those who've seen the poster behind me, if you want to comment on The Last of Us 2 leaking over the last couple of days, crazy. Nothing to do with wrestling, but if you want to give us a comment about that, feel free. Another subject I feel very passionately about is gaming, so there you go. Right, what is this? This is crazy. This looks to be a WrestleMania pirate bandana. So, this is a pretty decent loot, actually. So you've got this kind of skull and crossbones bandana. You could wear that as a mask at the moment, actually. That's pretty cool. So there's the bandana. That's excellent, actually. That's really good quality as well. Well, it feels like good quality. It doesn't feel like a throwaway thing. It feels like pretty decent quality. So that's excellent. Excellent. Don't think it's for a particular superstar. Now, are we through with the gifts? We're not. We still have a few more to go. What is this? Tango cherry flavor. I don't even know if this is meant to be in it. Tango cherry flavor popping candy. There we go. Just a sachet of that literally in there. It's obviously something to do with a promotion maybe that's going on. I might give that a try. That's all right. Okay. And what else? So I think this is the last gift, and it's a poster, and it looks to be a poster of, it's a double-sided poster. So on the one hand you've got Roman Reigns, that poster there, that's pretty decent, good quality poster as well. So unlike the centerfold posters, which I'm sure will be in here anyway in the actual magazine, this is a kind of a really good quality poster that you could possibly get Roman to sign. And on the back, you have some legends. You have The Rock, Steve Austin, Mick Foley, and John Cena, and it gives a little bit of information about them there as well. So that's pretty cool, actually, a double-sided poster, and it's really good quality as well. So again, as a prize, that's a fairly decent one. That's really good printed quality. You're not getting like throwaway rubbish or anything like that. So I'm really, really happy about that, actually. Okay, so the magazine itself, just make sure there's nothing else. Oh, there might be, actually. Hold on. Nope, nothing else. There's the foil bag. It is empty, except of course for the magazine. So let's put this down here and see what else we have going on. So there is a 16-page WrestleMania pull-out special. 16-page WrestleMania pull-out special here. Now, I suspect because of all of the puzzles and prizes and competitions that we will skim through this magazine. It probably won't be as in-depth as the last time we did a review. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what's in here. Let us read. So, magic moments. Best of British, the British invasion. There is something on the Slam Attack universe, the trading cards. There is also, it looks as though the poster in the middle is going to be of the man. Now, those of you behind me will notice the Lacey Evans poster. That was from the issue last month. And it looks as though I'll be adding Becky just under Lacey because there's a spot on that wall. So it looks as though that will be happening. And you can also win the Universal Championship. So, of course, like in the last magazine, we have Access All Areas, which is basically a little sort of behind the scenes look at what's going on. Apparently there's a new movie with Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch featuring their voices, and it's about monsters who wrestle, and it's going to be called Rumble. Actually looks pretty decent. Looks like a bit of a laugh. And again, caption this, which more viral pictures from WWE superstars, which also featured in the last issue. A couple of competitions and crosswords and whatnot. This is the best of the British invasion. This is pretty cool, especially obviously if you're buying this magazine in the UK. A lot of information about people like Pete Dunne and the British Bulldog, and a nice little bit of information about different superstars. For example, Pete Dunne says Pete was the second ever NXT UK champion and is now one of the main players on NXT. And he's even won the Dusty Tag Team Classic with unlikely tag team partner Matt Riddle. And then Nikki Cross, of course, from Glasgow. And Mustache Mountain from Wolverhampton, England. Gentleman Jack Gallagher from 205. And even a mention, of course, of the most famous British superstar of all time, the British Bulldog. No mention of William Regal on that page. So, I mean, actually, there's more that they could have put in here. But, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Oh, excellent. So, you can win a £385, a genuine Universal title. And there is a Spot the Difference Firefly Funhouse. Isn't that cool how that's done in character, as if it's like part of a children's section? That's fantastic. So I might go through that myself later on. Let's see. There is okay. So WWE Kids meets Sheamus. And he tells us about a couple of things to do with himself, including he's a fan of Liverpool FC up there in the top left-hand corner, which is kind of cool. And we're almost at the middle of the magazine already. And so, as suspected, and this is why we're almost at the middle of the magazine, because of course you have the WrestleMania pullout section. So, let's get this sorted first of all, because there's a very good reason for this. So I'm going to separate the WrestleMania pullout section and show you what the centerfold poster is. One of them you already know, but the other one you don't. So let's have a look. So, one of them, of course, is the man, Becky Lynch, which to be honest probably gets my vote. And the other centerfold poster is Edge, which is also pretty cool, actually. That's very, very cool. Two legends there in centerfold. So there we go. So I'm going to put that down on the ground separately. Now, what else do we have? WWE Kids meets Rhea Ripley. That's interesting. Nice little talk there with Rhea, going into some of her background and whatnot. Don't know that she wasn't one of the ones who was furloughed, actually, or dismissed. But I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that, actually. Oh, right. So, our star of WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre. A sort of a half-page poster and a little bit of a statistic about him there. And that's quite a decent, actually. It's quite a quite a decent one. Then we have got Ringside, the funniest bits from the best seats in the house. We've got some more competitions, and that pretty much brings us up to the end of the magazine, to be honest. Although there is an ad for WWE Raw and SmackDown highlights on Channel 5. So that's pretty cool. And what has to be an absolute highlight, the Masked Singer comic book, which features, I think, in every issue because it was in the last one. And look, they've got The Fiend in this month's issue. So again, proper read of that. Love that. So I'm going to have a read of that. Right. And that's the main magazine. So a little bit shorter than last time in terms of content and pages. Even though I was going through it, I did notice far shorter. But that's probably because we have a 16-page pull-out section on WrestleMania. So let's see what's in here. So talk about some magic WrestleMania moments first of all, and go into that. Actually, they talk more about some more magic WrestleMania moments. Oh, that's very cool. There's a centerfold, which I won't spoil until the end, but there is a poster included, a WrestleMania poster. So you get that on the back of the centerfold. You also get some competition prizes and a WrestleMania maze. Don't know what Paul Heyman is doing there. Mind Slammers. Paul Heyman's got a message for Drew McIntyre. Break the code to find out what Paul has to say. I suspect I know the answer to that. And some more record breakers as well. There towards the back of the magazine. And then another ultimate quiz. And that's kind of it. On the back, Wrestling Days tells us about his 3 greatest WrestleMania moments, so he gets featured there. But in the middle, and this is actually pretty cool, there's a Snakes and Ladders Road to WrestleMania puzzle. And if you can find out who, is it who the headline? Yeah, can you main event WrestleMania? And it's a Snakes and Ladders The Road to WrestleMania game, which if we get some dice virtually, we 100% have to get Spanish Announce Table to be playing this. This is pretty cool. So in all, that's kind of like, that's pretty decent. You've got your pull-out section, you've got your magazine, you've got all your gifts. What can I say? That's absolutely brilliant stuff. So I'm going to go and put the Becky Lynch poster up. In the meantime, though, stay tuned to Spanish Announce Table. Subscribe, like, comment, let us know. And if you want to see more of this or you want to see different stuff, just tell us, and keep listening to the show. Keep tuning into Facebook, and keep tuning into Nova, and keep on top of us on Twitter and Instagram and everything else. Tell your friends. We don't have any t-shirts yet, so you can't buy a t-shirt yet. But one day, maybe, if you want t-shirts, let us know. And we'll see you soon. Take care.